Hi guys, it's your boy CryptoJax. This evening we're going to be looking at what's next for the cryptocurrency space. For some days now, we saw Bitcoin drop all the way below 30% from its all-time high of 69 to 70,000, almost at 70,000. Okay, so all this has happened in a couple of days, and you can see Bitcoin dominance still sitting at 41.6. That's still a very huge number. You can see the coin market cap also dropped. Okay, it dropped all the way down to 2.129 trillion US dollars, right? So a whole lot is going on in the crypto space, but one thing you need to pay attention is that Bitcoin is still one of the major currencies that determine the value and the price of the other altcoins, which means that if Bitcoin price is dropping, right, or if Bitcoin price is plunging, other altcoins are likely going to plunge as well. So when you're making your decision in terms of investing in the crypto space at this time, okay, you need to pay very close attention to the Bitcoin market, all right? That's why you need to always check the Bitcoin dominance. I know there's altcoin season is coming though, but it's not yet here, all right? So let's look at the Bitcoin chart. Now here is BTC USDT. The lines that you see here is a representation or a repetition of previous highs, of previous resistance and support lines. Okay, so this is what I call the current state of the Bitcoin market right now. All right, so we have this decisive resistance price at $53,000 and also decisive support price at $40,500. Now, the decisive resistance price is a price level which is at 53,000 will determine if Bitcoin is going to go back to 69K to 70K or even above. So let's look at the two possible scenarios of what is likely going to happen for the Bitcoin market, right? So this is the first scenario. You can pay close attention to the first scenario as I explain it so you don't mix both of them up. So here is the first scenario. Now, what is likely going to happen in the Bitcoin market? Okay, now let's put some factors into consideration. Let's look at some of the major news that are actually taking place, or major events currently taking place in the crypto space. All right, when you come to Decrypt, we saw hackers stealing over $140 million from Polygon gaming platform. So this is a very big, it's a very bad one for the crypto space. But all this news always happen all the time. So now let's look at this news. Bitcoin, Ethereum down by 6%. This is just it happened just between Monday afternoon, which is today. All right, so 6% already down. All right, as uncertainty, pay close attention to this. Now, Bitcoin, Ethereum down 6% as uncertainty around Fed data lingers. So uncertainty is one of the major factors affecting the crypto market right now, especially Bitcoin. Right, there's a lot of feud out there. Okay, there's a lot of feud being created by the Fed and also other world leaders in their various countries. Okay, so some of these policies is actually creating a lot of doubt, and investors are not certain of the next move of Bitcoin. Don't forget that the next move of Bitcoin will go a long way to determine the next move of the other cryptocurrencies. Right now, look at this news as well. National Unity Government of Myanmar recognizes stablecoin Tether as their official currency. This is actually a positive one. All right, so the next one says German savings bank waive vote to launch Bitcoin Ethereum trading service. So we have both good news and also bad news, but these are just fundamental events, right, which also have effect on investors' decision. But let's go technically into the two possible scenarios of how the Bitcoin market is likely going to go. So we saw a Bitcoin price that pumped all the way from 30,000 and up up to $69,000, right? And now it dropped back to this price. Why? Because one, at this level, okay, most investors are already taking profit. Imagine those who bought in at 30,000 are already taking profit. Okay, it is actually wise, okay, to take profit if you bought early, right? So that is one thing that actually affected the price, and also major events, major happenings, major decisions across various countries, right? So here we are right now. Um, let's quickly look at the two possible scenarios of what I think would happen to the Bitcoin market. Now, Bitcoin is actually at a very critical position, right? It is actually, fluctuating in this channel. Okay, this channel is between a price of 53,000 and also a price of 40,500. The two lines that you see is actually a representation of previous support and resistance of those markets, right? So let's quickly look at the first scenario of what is likely going to happen. Now we have the decisive resistance price at $53,000, right? So what it means is, first scenario, now I showed you a couple of news, both good news and also bad news, right? Now let's assume that more good news is going to come out, okay? For instance, we might see major investors buying in, but major investors are going to buy in, even though this is festive period. We don't expect to see such news happening at this time of the year, because this time people are closing up. People are actually, taking profit, especially those who bought as of January, and this is December. It is wise to take profit. Okay, so most businesses are actually, rounding up their, balancing their accounts for the year. So most people are, planning on going on vacation, going off trade for now until January. So it is advisable, and it's the best way to actually enjoy life for trading for a whole year. Trading is a very hectic, it's a very hectic thing to do. So if you've traded for a whole year, you're supposed to go on break, So because of the festive season, there's likely gonna be, slow, liquidity. The liquidity in terms of the volume of traders in the Bitcoin market, or even in the other cryptocurrencies, is going to slow down. And when liquidity is low, when the volume of traders are actually low, what it means is that the price is going to continue to go down, especially if more people are taking profit, the price is going to drop. All right. So the first possible scenario that we're trying to look at is, we're just assuming, which is not actually practicable at this time. Let's assume that we have major news coming up, and the bullish trend of Bitcoin begin to happen again, like we saw yesterday. But it was actually a false. It was actually a false movement, right? I didn't fall for it because I already understood where this market was going, guys. So now, first scenario, if we have more positive news, like we are seeing in Myanmar, and El Salvador and so many other countries are adopting cryptos. If we have more of this positive news, what you're going to see is a Bitcoin that's going to break through 53,000. And if we see Bitcoin at 53,000 at this time, I'm talking about December, first, second week or third week of January 2022. If you see Bitcoin breaking through 53,000, guys, don't waste your time. It is time to buy. It's going to go back up to 70K before you close your eyes and open it. So what am I saying? That if you see the price of Bitcoin breaking through 53,000, if you wake up tomorrow and you see Bitcoin break through 53,000, man, buy it. Okay, buy and hold, because you're going to see 70K, or even more in a few weeks. All right. So that is the first scenario. And we all know factors that can actually make this happen. Major investors, major players, buying big chunk of Bitcoin and holding, and also other positive news, right, are likely going to cause this. So now, the second scenario is very likely, looking at the season of the year that we are in. Okay, so you can see major prices of cryptocurrencies, retracing back, plunging as a result of major investors taking profit, especially those who bought earlier, right? Taking profits, people balancing, closing their account for the year, a whole trading activity, not so high as it is on a normal regular months. Okay, so this is the season of this is a festive season. Okay, so many traders are not going to be trading, so many traders are going to be doing a vacation, right? So you don't expect such volume to happen in the crypto space. So if this happens, as it always does, so what you're going to see is a Bitcoin that is going to drop back to 40k. So if this bearish trend that we're seeing now at 47k, if Bitcoin continues to drop if it continues to drop up to 40k, and guys, if it breaks 40,500, just know that we are likely going to see another 30,000 perhaps before they take off. Okay, so watch out for these two scenarios. If you see Bitcoin dropping up to 40k, I'm talking of between now and the end of December and maybe first week of January, and if you see Bitcoin plunging back to 40k, guy, there's a likelihood that when 40,500 support line is broken, we might see some consolidation at this point, and then we might see another 30k before picking back off. So these are two possible scenarios, but I think this second scenario is likely going to happen. One, because of the current festive season, okay, and also, all right, so a whole lot is currently going on in the crypto space. We've seen a whole lot of decisions being made by Fed and so many other big decision makers across the globe. So I think that the price of Bitcoin is going to plunge. Okay, looking at some of these factors, the festive season, and so between December and January is I think is a time to keep a close eye on the Bitcoin price. So if it goes below 40,500, get ready to see 30k, guys. So, but if the first scenario happens, which is breaking 53k, if Bitcoin breaks 53k, guys, we're going up to 70k. Okay, this is what we do here. We tend to give you this analysis to help you stay afloat. Okay, so two possible scenarios. First scenario, second scenario down. Okay, but I think the second scenario is likely going to happen, right? Considering those factors I just talked about. So, and whatever happens to this particular coin, which is Bitcoin, will certainly affect the other token, right? Be it metaverse token, be whatever token it is. Okay, I was actually monitoring this token, Poker City. All right, you can see as the price of Bitcoin keeps plunging, other major altcoins are also plunging. All right, so when you're buying altcoins, you have to make sure you keep an eye on the price of Bitcoin. Okay, so if Bitcoin is plunging, I mean, it's not a time to buy other altcoins. Okay, you wait to see the exact support line before you take those altcoins, because it's going to be a reversal in price, guys. So this is what you need to do. Pay attention to the Bitcoin market and trade cautiously. Don't let no one deceive you. This is not a financial advice though, but we always advise you in the right way to stay safe as you trade in the crypto space. And also make sure you do your own research and take advantage of this trading analysis. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Simply subscribe to our YouTube channel, join us on Telegram, follow us on Twitter as we continue to analyze various markets for you. Okay, today we've done Bitcoin. Tomorrow we're going to be doing Ethereum and also other tokens and coins. I wish you the best of luck in your crypto investment journey, and I want to thank you for your time. Bye.